Hey everybody, this is Solving Proportions. It is Chapter 2, Lesson 7. Proportion. A proportion is two ratios that are equal. So here's a ratio, here's a ratio. I have said they are equal, therefore this is a proportion. The way that I read this is A is to B as C is to D. A is to B as C is to D. Know this, B and D can never be 0 because a fraction with a 0 in the denominator is undefined. So bottom numbers or the denominators cannot equal 0. Now let's plop in some numbers for these guys. I would read this as 1 is to 2 as 3 is to 6. Does that make sense? 1 is to 2 as 3 is to 6. What about when a number is missing in a proportion? How can I find out what that missing number is? The key is to cross multiply and divide. It's pretty simple. Once you do it a few times, it gets to be old hat. Let's do purple today. All right, so I'm going to, with my calculator, I'm going to make sure I've pressed the clear button, and I like to start out with the number that is, there's always one number with a letter, whether it's on the top or the bottom. I like to start there, and I cross multiply going diagonally from that first number, then I divide by the rest. So I would take that 12 times 7 divide by 8. That equals 10.5, y'all. So that means that M equals 10.5. Let's try this one. Cross multiply and divide. Cross multiply and divide. Three times 14 divided by 7 equals 6. A equals 6. All right, now I have to go, look at that, I have an extra step in there. Well, it's still the same first few steps. We're going to go cross multiply, going this way, and divide. So I have 11 times 6 divided by 2 equals 33. And then, in order to get rid of this 2, I will have to divide that 2. So I'm going to divide my 33 by 2. X equals 16.5. All right. Using a proportion to solve a problem. Okay, sometimes I can actually notice it is a proportion that I have this guy set as equal to this guy. So I can use as a proportion to solve this problem. So I can cross multiply and then figure it out from there. So let's go ahead and cross multiply. So I have 4, I would have 4b minus 8 equals, and then I'm going to multiply, so I multiplied this way, I'm going to multiply this way now, 5b plus 3. Now I got to get rid of my now that I've got parentheses in there that I just put there, I got to take them out because they're in the way, so I'm going to actually do the multiplying here. 4b minus, it'd be 32, right? equals, all right, so then I got 5b plus 5 times 3 is 15, right? All right, I'm going to add 32 to this side. Just got to combine my like terms and solve it like we've been doing. So if I add 32 to this side plus 32, then I go 15 plus 32 equals 47. And I'm going to subtract my 5b here. So this one goes away. 5b comes over here, minus 5b comes over here, which means that I have negative b, negative 1b, right? I'm going to leave off the 1. I'm just going to call it negative b. Negative b equals 47. If I divide that by 1, the easiest way to do this when you have a negative variable like this is just flip the sign. Make it a positive. And if I flip this sign, I must flip the other sign. Boom. So b equals negative 47. So I can actually go back and plop that in. Negative 47 minus 8 divided by 5, and it will be the same as negative 47 plus 3 divided by 4. All right, that's it. We have some practice. We're going to do a few together, and then we'll go ahead and let you go on your own.